I remember when you're studying, like when I was studying political science, there are a number of different like areas of it. Like some stuff is like policy creation, public administration. And I remember not really being interested in those things. The only thing I was interested in was like, the thing I was most interested in was something called political theory.
Okay.
And so that is where you study philosophers.
Right.
And even some theologians.
Yep.
So political theorists, you studying like Machiavelli.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Thomas Hobbes.
Right.
John Locke.
Yep.
Then Augustine.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely, yeah.
So to me, I was so interested in that because that focused way more on human behavior. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so that focused more on human behavior. So it's like from that side, it's like you're studying humans.
Right.
And then when I study religion,
Yeah.
it's like you're studying God.
Yes. Yeah.
Now,
yeah,
here's why that's important. In most formal Bible training programs, I want you to think about how weird this is. It is the only discipline where you don't study the thing you're going to be working on. If I'm in med school, I'm going to study humans.
Human bodies.
You got me?
Yes,
if I'm
sir.
a veterinarian,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to study, right?
Pets.
If I'm
Yeah.
if I'm a chef, I'm going to study food.
Right.
In Bible school, we study God, which is important, but you're going to be dealing with people. When you think about it, you learn nothing about people. So I found the stuff in like, the political theory to really help me with, it's like kind of like people. They kind of like have tendencies.
These humans are kind of human. They be doing human things.
Yeah, it's like, you kind of teach something to them and they will hear it and like not do it. That's human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard it put that way. And that's exactly what it is. The study of God is not the study of people.
Now, this is what some Pharisees gonna say. I'm sorry, bro. I'm in this like I'm really trying to be like Jesus in this season.
Yeah, for sure.
So I talk a little spicy like Jesus too, right? Of course, you know nothing about that at all.
I talk spicy.
you know nothing.
I have ghost pepper language. I have habanero pepper language.
Yeah, some Pharisees gonna say something like, but people are made in the image of God. So when you study God, you study people. No, you're wrong. It's
dead wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah,
you're very wrong.
You would be very wrong in that assessment.
You're very passionate about it, too, but you're so wrong. And you mean well. But if you knew how wrong you were, you'd be embarrassed about how wrong you are, if that's what you're thinking. If you're not embarrassed, you should be embarrassed.
Absolutely.
That's how wrong you are.
Yeah. No, dude, that's and that was an accidental blend? Cause like
it's accidental blend, bro.
Bro, you won the lottery on accidental blends for like you saying that makes I can hear your sermons in my head, and like you saying that makes the sermons I hear from you make sense to me.
Wow.
I'm like, that's exactly what that is. Because there's such most people that have studied religion and gone through the discipline of bachelor's, master's, doctorate. And I hate saying most. I'll just say many of the people I have experienced who have a dense theological study and framework are deep at the expense of simplicity.
And often irrelevant.
Very.
Okay.
I was trying to be nice.
I felt the tact. I was like, he's being so tactful right now.
I was trying to be diplomatic. So here's the way I describe it. I feel like I like scuba diving, and I was certified until a few years back. It lapsed because I live in Texas and I'm landlocked by brown lakes, right? And nobody's kind of scuba dive there. So I love scuba diving. It's very like soothing to me. The only thing you can hear is your breath and your heartbeat. Okay. And the deepest dive I've been on is 90 feet.
Okay.
It was a sunken ship, and I love being down there. Sometimes you get to bring some stuff back up. That's when I get to share it with everybody else, because they can't all go deep,
Strong.
right?
Yes.
And if they did,
Yes.
they could get injured.
Facts. Yes.
Some of them could die.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm okay with depth as long as you bring it back up to the surface,
Yeah.
so that everybody
It's good.
can enjoy it. Right. I just find that most theologians don't come up to the surface. And so they wind up like that little submersible that,
Facts.
what was the name of that little thing that, remember that little submarine they went down to see Titanic, and then they
Yeah, I
weren't.
forgot what you call it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
Very
but-
unfortunate. I forgot what they called it.
Yeah. But then like 7 or 8 people died tragically,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
they weren't tethered to anything. So they didn't come back up.
Yeah.
And then they just died, right? And so that's what I feel like most of the theologians I've heard and interacted with, I'm like, man, I appreciate what you learned. And I can hang with you, but the average person can't hang. And what you've been able to do is have this beautiful blend of like beautiful theology and context and history and framework. And then you're like, here is this simplistic anecdotal like gift, and you're just like, I learned something, but I got more than I learned because you didn't try to lean so heavily on what you've learned that you had to share it all
Yeah.
before you gave me what I needed.
Yeah. Man, thanks for saying that. I've never thought about it like that. You know, it's just like whatever it is you do. But if that is the case, this is I just thought about this when you were saying it. I don't know how you apply it if it's not simple.
You shouldn't apply it if it's not simple.
Yeah, like
That's preaching 101.